Good evening, everyone. How is it going today? Welcome in. Annie, so good to see you. Sparse, Gossek, what is up? PK, Upset Coffee, Sufferance, how is everyone going? It's so good to see everyone today. We're back again today with some more Guild Wars 2. And today we are on our NA account, continuing our journey towards map completion. Because, yeah, we are currently planning to make... Will this actually give us credit? We're planning to make ourselves a few legendaries on this account. Oh, that's actually not giving us like any credit whatsoever. Okay, skip that. New plan. Let's continue on. Because we're planning to make a few legendaries over the next coming weeks, and this map completion is one of the things standing in our way. So, let's go make this happen.It's telling us to use conditions. And happy Monday to you too as well. And I hope you're having a great start to the week. Oh, this is actually giving us some credit. Nice. That's right. We've got Goomba, Stomping, Power, Vindicator. So this is going to be a very fun map completion. I might actually need to get a Condi set just purely for this harp. That's okay, we can do that. Let's just get out of combat. Should play Condi Vindy? Yes, like I unironically do need a condition damage set. So for that build, we got Heal like Vindy. That's Celestial. Is that Celestial Wren? Where did I get Celestial Wren? I guess I had a Celestial Wren set up. Rightio. Right, let's change that to Vipers. Oh, it's an open world set. I gotcha. Okay, yeah, all our questions have now been answered. Let's change that. I don't think I have a spear. I'll just throw a mace and an axe there. Customize. Viper. I'll just put Earth and Torment there. Earth. There we go. And the few times we're doing map completion on the Condi class is actually worth it. Torment. Customize, throw Vipers at everything. Customize, we'll do Trapper. No, that's not it. That's Fractal is what we need. Fractal, we got you. Bam, bam, bam. Invocation, we are Vindy. Gonna have to just kill this, gonna be a bit weird. There we go. Okay, stay out of combat if we please. Excellent, okay. Do that. That. Let's actually put Vindy here, even though Ren would be a better shout. Before we even get a trait line. Give us our trait line, please. Okay, I don't know what we should pick here. Deal increased damage when your endurance is not full. That's a pretty good one. We'll take that for might. Might and something here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and then here we'll throw that there. Rearrange these skills so they are now set. Yep, they look correct. Perfect. Okay. And we are emoed, so we can't dodge. Oh, the emote. These spiders are shocking, although I can actually give myself resistance as well. Oh, you're legit going to dust off your Heal Guardian. You're in a mood. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I have not played Heal Guardian in quite some time. Are you thinking of rocking Firebrand, or are you going the Willbender route? Oh, I've got to actually... No, core morale. I actually need to do this heart. Not heart, this event. But okay, so in the meantime, I will swap back to power.
Might makes me right.
So I've got to destroy the thorn pods. I think there's one there. Oh, here we go. They've done Willbender. Remember, Firebrand's great for tanking, but little low on the CC, you think? I think it has, like, okay CC. I mean, especially if you bring Sanctuary. Sanctuary, you just have absolute god tier CC. I think Willbender is, like, an okay healer. It's received a few buffs that sort of bring it to the point where it somewhat makes sense. I still think Firebrand's the better healer, though. You just have so many tools available to you. Especially with all your tomes as well.
You're gonna be easy. You're gonna be easy. You're gonna be easy.
You smell.
You're gonna be easy.
600 lack range and Willbender, though. That's good.
You're gonna be easy.
You got something?
You're gonna be easy.
There we go.
Ouch.
Nice. There you go. That's a good thing about using conditions against some mobs there. Even though they turn friendly, because the conditions don't get removed, so they still actually count as dying. So you actually still get heart progress for them. Let's go through there. Off this way. Can we go through? Oh, no, we ran straight into a wall. Ashen Waypoint. Let's try paste that. No idea where that went. Over here. Special route by 50. Ooh, yeah. We're not going to think about how much gold that cost us. The answer is apparently yes. Yes, that did cost us more gold than we would otherwise like. Blink over here. Oh, big jump. Look at us go. Doing 50 of those. Also going to go and grab some of our deeply discounted keys. Get ourselves 30 of those. And yoink our way out. After this heart, world versus world, we've got to figure out exactly how many of those we need.
Thanks.
Done.
This will really...
Okay. We need another 11 things. Another testimonies of heroics for Central Tyria. Because we consume them too quickly, so it actually doesn't give us all of them. And yeah, I haven't played Heal Willbender myself. Sparse would definitely be able to point you in the right direction, though. Okay, I need the heroics notary person. So I need 11.
Freedom, liberation.
Mm-hmm. 2, 4, 5. Six. Yeah, as long as we don't go too quick. That should have done it. Map Maelstrom, yes, that should have now done it. 6 of 7, why? Why do you not do that? We will go back in and we'll do it again. We will do it until we get everything we need. That's nonsense right there. Can't even mount because I don't have mount unlocked on this character. It's alright. We have everything we need on our skills. Okay, we'll go again. Now it should have done it. Now we should be good. Basically, for Alack on Bender, have the Alack trait, have weapon symbol trait, use F2 and both weapon symbols on target. Symbols do damage ticks, and every damage tick during F2 duration gives Alack. Good to know. Move past the champ spirits. That's good, because I remember some of these heart quests are actually quite cursed. Oh yeah, no, I remember this heart. If you go and just try and kill Risen, it actually takes ages to do. So this is way quicker. So I think now... Oh, there's still one more. Still one more damn heart quest. Not heart quest, hero point. Don't know why it doesn't do it. Can we just turn in things here?
May Grent shield you.
Nah. Oh, TP supplies 20. Yeah. And we'll actually go into Welfare Supply. Like, honestly, you just have to buy, like, so many of them to make sure they actually all get counted. I don't know why it is. It's a very niche problem. Oh, I like that that has ammo charges. Okay. Just says hero challenge complete. Jess just took a picture of Addie on the lounge. She's been hard at work here. And if we can get that to show right there. You can see Addie right there. She's rugged up. She's got her ducky. She is all good. That's so cute. Yeah, Jess and I were just watching some Outlander before we started streaming. Addie was well and truly settled in. She was most displeased when I got up. That's so adorable. Okay, so let's turn... Done. But I'm very keen to try our double staff Condi Mirage as well. It's sparse. You check the logs. It seems like empowered small wall works differently whether it's from the main boss or from the embodiment. Good to know, because yeah, I was noticing that, like, sometimes I wouldn't get my boons ripped and everything when I distorted. Other times I'd avoid the damage, but I'd still get my boons ripped. Yeah, main boss, small wall. Oof. And yeah, was it the... Oh well. We can deal with it. I need to get better at jumping them. Like, I've got the timing down for the... I got the timing down for the despair puddles for the most part. I'm quite happy with those. So I need to work on my timing to jump the wall, but that's just... Once I figure out the timing, it will be the same for me as it is for everyone who doesn't have scuffed ping. I just need to figure out my timing for it. And once I do that, then I'm fine. Yeah, they'll avoid damage and corrupt from embodiment, but the boons could get stolen. Yeah, that sounds about right. And Pokeston, welcome in. Yes, we are doing some map completion right now because we want to craft ourselves a legendary weapon or two on this account, which we can then funnel back to EU and promptly sell to buy our remaining legendary sigils. Jumping is earlier than it seems. You do not jump the wall, but the puddles at the bottom of the wall. Afaro, what is up? It's great to see you. Okay, so I need to jump earlier, is what I'm asking. Just give me a second. My headphones are probably going to do like weird things. Getting a call and that's somehow coming through my headphones as well. I don't recognize it. We don't answer calls from numbers that we don't recognize. There we go. The peak millennial. Okay, I'll try and just start jumping sooner than I expect. Because even I feel as though I'm already jumping sooner. I think I might just have to jump sooner. I think it's the same like Samurog shockwaves. I have to jump those like way earlier. Yeah, this wall's being jumpable still makes no sense. Yeah, you're going through this giant wall of boon corrupting flame. You can just hop over it. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Like, I figured out my despair drop timing. Our rotation's much better now, which is good, so we're actually able to pump much harder. Yeah, our DPS went up quite significantly across the pools, which was good. Or honestly, I'll make them dodgeable. League of Anime, what game is this? We're playing Guild Wars 2 now. We are doing map completion in the core game because we want to craft ourselves a legendary weapon. This is needed. Garth, thank you so much for the sub. You're an absolute legend, mate. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Enjoy. No more ads. And your wonderful ad emotes. Thank you, Jess, for making those. 25 months in a row. That is crazy, Garth. You're an absolute legend. Which weapon are we making? I don't know. I'm going to be basically converting some of the legendary starter kits that I picked up from the Wizard's Vault over the various seasons and finally getting around to turn them into gold. So yeah, it'll be whichever the ones that are in my inventory that are most profitable. I kind of feel like Dagger might be it. I don't think I have any Kamaholi Katakis that I can do. And technically you can dodge the Boon Corrupt and Steel from a small wall. It's kind of like dodging Samoth Wall. Yeah, it's like you're not meant to do it, but there is kind of ways to do it. Yeah, technically possible. Yeah, I might accidentally do it, but no way could I ever rely on it. We've done that. And you're enjoying every single one of them. I really appreciate that. That's so kind of you to say, mate. How is Hammer Rev these days? Flexor got a rework, right? I mean, it does more damage. It still feels too slow to use. That's just the issue with it. And it's very fun to use in World vs. World, because obviously it works very well when you just blast your Hammer 2 through a zerg of people, but I think for PvE it's not quite there yet. I think you can do like actually okay-ish damage with it. I'll have to actually go and test it on the golem. Like it's, from what I've seen, it's like surprisingly not awful. But surprisingly not awful is not really what you want. At least when it comes to damage.
It's my turn.
Adrian, welcome in playing Guild Wars 2. It's too slow in PvE. Yeah, I think that, honestly, the damage on some of its skills just needs to be increased even more, and its cast time needs to be halved. Then it would actually kind of feel fine to use. Yeah, shortbow feels better. Shortbow feels like an amazing weapon to use. Even if it's not a power build, it feels good. Like, yeah, honestly, I'd much rather run power shortbow rather than power hammer. Wish days would update the mouse cursor. You like how it is the white glow, however it's annoying when you turn that on. The point where you click is not the clicking point anymore. Yeah, it does take a bit of getting used to. Oh, come here. Daily blood in the water. Nice. Let's go deal with this here. And Adrian, we're playing Guild Wars 2. Cool, that one is done. Nice, there we go. And Scorpion, currently you would never consider Hammer in PvE just because of how it feels to play. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Oh, Pylon Kite on Rev, because yeah, like, you have your Coalescence of Ruin, you have that skill which refreshes your Coalescence of Ruin, but it's too slow. And Leaf, thank you for the follow, mate. So we've done that there. Nice, perfect. Griffin. In we get. There we go. Got that point of interest. Which modules are you using lately with Blish? You know, I made a video about it. It's getting pretty old. They're still the same ones. Currently, in terms of modules from Blish, I'm not using the Mounts and More module anymore. I'm using the radial menus from Nexus. Although, honestly, I kind of just use my number pad for my mounts nowadays. I've sort of gotten used to that. Use the pathing because, of course, the pathing is just God tier. The event table as well. Because, yeah, that's just very nice for me to see at a glance. Oh, night boss is popping up. Yeah, I won't get to that in time. I use the timers. Oh, was it? Times one as well. I use it for Doom. And the Nexus Shim. So my Blish HUD setup is actually very, very minimal right now. It's also because I set up a new profile on my computer and had to reset up Blish, so I haven't got around to adding any more things. And we're using Lady Ellis's guides for map completion here. Cool, so let's just turn in more of these. You're most welcome. Let's go. I need control keys. Oh yeah, we turned in like 20 of these. Hang on, where's the thing? Oh no, did it say 20? Let's find out together. I'll buy 20 of these because they are a fraction of the price. We'll go pick them up and then we'll just insta-complete the heart. When I do map comp on my next characters, I'll preemptively buy these. Even if it costs me like 50 or so gold, it's less hearts that I need to do and I can insta-complete them. And gold is but an artificial construct, and time is less of an artificial construct. Turn them in. Yay! Alright. So we've done that. Let's just continue down this way. Can we sky scale it? No, no. Let us sky scale, let us sky scale, let us sky scale, let us sky scale. Oh. There we go, finally let us. Let me out of combat, please.
Nothing can bring me down.
But, oh yeah, Lady Ellis's Pathing Pack. So good. Oh my god, it is so, so good. Let me turn off Beetle Races, I don't care about that. But there's different Pathing Packs as well. I've used all of them at various points, but this one's kind of my favourite for just how easy it is to follow, how relaxed it is, while still being actually quite efficient.
Nothing can bring me.
Tez Trails is very, very fast, but I also find it's very easy to sort of deviate from the path accidentally if you don't follow the instructions exactly. Whereas this is much more, you can kind of just switch your brain off and you will end up with map completion at the end, which is good. And yeah, when it comes to some of the modules, you will have to, you know, tune them so they don't show everything. What's also very, very handy, I'll showcase it in a moment, that makes this an absolute godsend. See here, you can, is that going? Yeah, you can control click on these to basically turn, so if I'll literally just turn everything on. Oh no, look at all the things getting turned on, we're very unhappy about it. Oh, thank you so much for that water. Really appreciate that. But yeah, everything's turned on. I'm very unhappy. I can just control click on map completion and it turns only that on and everything else off. So yeah, once you figure that out, like it's way better. Thank you for the hydrate. How's that going? Let's go kill this one here. Dispose of that. Yeah, that one, I only found that one out like somewhat recently, but yeah, that makes life so much better. Katie, welcome in. Yes, we are playing some Guild Wars 2 today. Shake it. What's that one do? Can we kill that thing? Hello? No, guess not. But yeah, not having to untick every single thing, just check the one you want and that's all that will show. Oh, it's good. Cool, getting there. You're following the path. Let's go deal with that Inquest turret.
For a fight.
I don't know who or what is increasing productivity. I will atomize it out of existence.
There's a group event there. I do not want to do the group event, so I do not have a celestial set currently going. Ooh, that's better. No, wrong one. What's that one do? But cool, we're done. Follow the path. I like this pathing pack because it gives you an actual path to follow to complete the hearts as well. It's not just like, oh, just do things in the area, then find your way back to the path. It actually gives you something to follow, which is very nice. I've already got that one by the looks of it. Let's go out here. So it's probably going to direct us back to Old Sledge. It is. Nice. wish there was a version of this path that did not make you follow the hero points. Can I not? Oh, I've done the heart. Okay. Great. That is good. Must have been here on this character at some point. Oh, that makes my life very easy. It's good because you can just paste that in chat. I finished reading Well of Ascension over the weekend. Once again, really enjoying the books. I'm so glad to hear that. What do you think of Well of Ascension now that you've finished it compared to Final Empire? Yeah, I personally think Well of Ascension might be my least favourite of the original Mistborn trilogy. I'd probably go 2, then 3, then 1, I think. Doesn't mean it's bad by any stretch. I still really, really like 2. And have I done this heart? No, we have not. I think this map is definitely one that can be streamlined by just pre-buying a bunch of stuff by looks. Yep, looks like it. That's fine. Fine by me. TP 20 volcanic earth elemental cores. Yeah, we just buy 20 of these. You can't wait to unlock your sky scale. It takes so much time. It does take a bit of time. It is 100% worth it. The Secrets of the Obscure method is a good chunk quicker, but it's good to do both because then you get like access to all the masteries. So you can get the most sky scale functionality that way. Oh, you're doing Soto? Nice. Yeah, it's good. That way is definitely much quicker than the one in Season 4. Got that. Yeah, definitely a bit of a drop from Final Empire, but it feels like it's more of a setup for the rest. I definitely think so. It's done. You've heard Season 4 was pretty cancer compared to Soto. It's longer. It's a lot easier now that you have the Season of the Dragons achievements for Living World episodes. So you basically do those achievements, you get a full stack of the map currency. Because one of the big farms for Living World Season 4 Sky Scale was getting all of the map currencies you needed. Now that that is drastically cut down, it's actually a lot quicker now than what it was. Still definitely longer though. I've done Living World Season 4 Sky Scale 3 times on various accounts, so I understand the pain. Let's go down there. And yeah, on this account I did Secrets of the Obscure first, and then I went back and did Living World Season 4 because I was working towards Vision as well. And it definitely was not as long as the original time when I did it on my NA account. What's the benefit of having multiple accounts? Just more characters basically. Sorry, can't you? Not a bad question at all, and no need at all to apologise. The main reason I got the other account was so I could play with people on EU, and now that's where I spend the vast majority of my time. So being able to play across different regions is fantastic, but also you can get a lot more value from them as well by just doing some of the Wizard's Vault stuff. The very first weekly you do as part of the Wizard's Vault season, it's worth about 160 gold if you buy the Mystic coins and as much gold as you possibly can. So you can get like a lot of gold for a very small time investment. And I also have like other accounts as well, and that was back before they updated the login reward system, because it used to just be you literally log in to your account each day, and by the end of the month you get about 50 to 70 gold worth of materials. So you get a bunch of accounts doing that, especially if you get them really, really cheap. Then yeah, it actually just becomes a bit of an infinite gold generator. Whereas now you actually have to play the game, so that doesn't quite work as much. Insane value from the Wizard's Vault though. And yeah, I'm saying one thing as well, like even just going through and doing the new account progression, you know, as a experienced or veteran player, just going back and sort of seeing how quick you can do it. It's a fun experience. Because all the things that you pick up. Where's that going? Yeah, all the different tricks you pick up for it really speed it up. Take a scanner. Doesn't that mean you don't? You'll need to rebuy the expansions again, or you don't have to do that? Yeah, you'd still need to buy the expansions again. That's if you want to actually play them. But yeah, when it came to when it comes to like login rewards, you don't really need to. Like, you could just get the sort of Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire combo when it's on sale, and it's like really, really cheap. But yeah, if you want to get the most value, you have to buy the expansions again. So I have 2 accounts that I do like buy the expansions on.
Might makes me right. Nothing can bring me down.
Mount Maelstrom is definitely one of the ones that's a bit lengthier in terms of hearts. And Tatukan, welcome in. Is Heal-Like Vindy good in raids? It's okay. It is a viable healer. It's not as good as things like Chrono Druid, I honestly kind of think. Scourge still ahead of it. But yeah, I think its biggest issue at the moment is actually it's a bit tricky to upkeep all the might that you need. It can upkeep 25 might by itself, but it's actually a bit tight. Yeah, it's lacking a bunch of aspects, but it's okay. Yeah. And also, you do sort of lose a bit out on CC. You need to actually use allied targeting. It needs more boon coverage. I think if they just added... Hang on, I'll show it. You got your heal dodge down here. Gives alacrity. If they just threw 5 stacks of might on that, it would be in a much better spot. When you consider the sheer amount of boons that Heal Spectre can pump out just for nothing, like, it's crazy. Aside from this, you have to wait 3 more weeks if you want to make Clobian on the cheap. Ooh. Nice. And how much gold do you think it's going to cost you? Or like, what's waiting there? What is preventing you from making it now? Efaro, thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate you.
Hi, DPS.
Hello, DPS. I am Josh. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you. And a year now. That is awesome. Bono, welcome in. You're doing NA raids today? Not today, unfortunately. No, that will be on Wednesday. Hypnos, thank you so much for the sub.
No see. Took a long break, but considering coming back. How's it going?
Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. It's going very, very well, and yes, you should come back. And thank you for kicking off a hype train as well. You're all absolute legends. But yeah, today we are focusing on some NA map completion. Where does this actually want us to go here? Criterion waypoint again. There we go. Nice. But how are you going, bow and arrow? It's great to see you. But yes, you definitely should come back. Oh, discounted shard of the Loganshore Janthia Century is limited to 21 a week. Ah, I gotcha, yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Cool, almost done with this one.
It's my turn.
Do you have a daily routine for gold? You've been doing dailies, leeching a full home, farming guild hall, doing daily fractals, daily ecto refinement. Is there something you would recommend? Honestly, that's a really, really good daily routine. And most of my gold nowadays really comes from raiding and doing the Wizard's Vault stuff across at least 2 accounts. That's really where sort of the bulk of my gold will come from. Fractals are just fantastic in terms of gold as well. So like that's just a wonderful thing for you to do. But yeah, maybe throw in like some daily strikes in there as well. They can be worth quite a bit of gold, especially because you can convert some of the currencies from that into things like Mystic Coins and Mystic Clovers. That's very, very handy. If you have some spare characters, parking them at some useful chests or farming locations like the Flax or the Bureau Marches, big Eternal Ice chest, that's super helpful to do as well. But no, like it sounds like you got a really good routine going. So yeah, it really just sort of depends as well on how much time you have to play. Hang on. I can actually cleanse my own condies. There we go. Nice spirit shard. Nice. Dark Isaac, welcome in. What class would you recommend for you? You're not a sweaty gamer between Guardian and Necro. You like the healer and damage type of gameplay. Well, both of them are fantastic. Well, there's fantastic builds for both to be healers versus, and various like damage dealing builds as well. Necromancer's best heal build is going to be Heal Scourge. When there's like a DPS Reaper, there's DPS Scourge, there's DPS Harbinger, so you're good on that front. Same with Guardian, you've got DPS Firebrand, you've got DPS Willbender, you've got DPS Dragon Hunter. I'd say Guardian has more decent heal builds. Heal Firebrand is great, and Heal Willbender is pretty good as well. Whereas I think, yeah, there's a Heal Harbinger build floating around, but I don't think it's quite where it needs to be yet. So I think Guardian's going to be the stronger of those two, given what you've said. Oh, you want to start strike missions, but never find parties for training when you're looking. When it comes to strike missions, especially the Icebrood Saga strike missions, you'll see people advertising for IBS 5. Don't worry about training. Not at all required. You can straight up just walk in there having never seen them before, and you'll be fine. Only thing you need to remember is Bone Skinner. When he raises his arm, puddles appear on the ground, step to the left, just stack on the group, and that's it. You'll learn it quite quickly. And on Whisperer Dual Mag, when chains pop up, they do it periodically. Don't stand in the boss hitbox or you'll very quickly die. That's it. It's very, very chill. And yeah, if you're worried, just communicate with the team. Yeah, just ask. Especially in strikes, people are not going to be expecting, absolute wonders from you. Like 100% jump into those. The strikes are intended to sort of be a gateway into endgame content, so they're definitely not tuned to the point where you really need to know what you're doing.
Right on target.
Fury is mine. Nothing can bring me down.
But if you see a group up on the LFG right now, just get in it. No consideration, just get in it. We go, where are we? Strike missions. We're on NA. There you go. IBS 5 looking for all. Just jump in, tell them what you can do, be it DPS, boons, or heals, and just go. If it's something like raids, you know, like I do sort of recommend at least like watching a guide for the raids first, so you're not like unfamiliar with what's going to be happening. Even then, for like raid wings 1, 2, 3, 4, probs even 7, if you watch a guide on it and you know what's sort of coming your way, you don't really need training runs for those either. Use them as your training runs. That heart is now done. Grab that. View the wall when you always come back is pushing fractal level. Low tiers and group finder are rough. Yeah, like that is unfortunately a reality of doing fractals. The lower tiers are quite rough. So yeah, you do have, it's a bit of a push to get your fractal level up there, but as soon as you can start getting into tier 4s, like your life is going to be changed. You're going to have such an easier time. I've missed 1 point of interest, team.
Bring me down.
But you just try and do your dailies like each day if you can, and before you know it you will be able to just do tier 4s, and then fractals are really easy at that point because everyone's got the good compositions. You're good to go. Yeah, it's always one POI, isn't it? Hang on, let's just point in the right direction. It's off that way. Straight line from this character. Yeah. Ah, it's right there. Best welcome in. It's great to see you. Just got back from your New Zealand Army basic training. Been a long time. It's so good to see you. How was the training? They're glad to have you back. This is because I basically saw a hero point and then skipped it. I deviated from the path. This is what happens when you deviate from the path. You are punished for your hubris. There we go. Key! Oh, no key. Very sad. That's alright. Next map. I will go Timberland Falls. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's all completely arbitrary. Let's go. This one. Probs? Yeah. Not bad, actually. More bads than goods, though. But oh well. It's the army. Well, well done. It's great to have you back. Where does this one want to start? Wants to start out there. It's fascinating. Beautiful now. Now is a good point for us to take a quick break to go stretch our legs, so we're going to be back in a few minutes. Enjoy a video in the meantime. There we go. We can speak. Reaper enjoys Around the World Rejoice. After years of languishing on the outskirts of PvE content, getting laughed at by classes with their 40k DPS benchmarks, watching in horror at every set of patch notes as your axe just received another 5% damage buff, ArenaNet has finally graced us with the buffs we've been crying out for years. Now, raid bosses will battle a class 11 years in the making. Power Reaper has awoken. Welcome back, everyone. As of the last balance patch, Reaper got some massive buffs to its overall damage, and has returned from its Heart of Thorns glory days. Not only that, the Reaper Shroud 3 skill, Infusing Terror, has had its damage reduction increase from 20% all the way to 66%. This means you can stay in Reaper Shroud for longer, spin to win for big old numbers, and are more survivable than ever. All these buffs get stacked on top of Reaper's already easy to learn rotation, its hard hitting skills that feel super fun to land, and all the Lord of Death roleplay you can muster, which turns this into one of the most fun DPS builds Guild Wars 2 has to offer. It's a good time to be a Necro enjoyer, friends. Let's jump in to the premier power damage Necro spec. When you equip Reaper, your Death Shroud will be replaced by Reaper Shroud. Here, your Shroud skills get replaced by far more aggressive AoE skills. You can also get your cosplay on with the very edgelord Scythe while in Shroud. An important note, your Reaper Shroud is a big piece of the damage puzzle for you, so you'll want to avoid as much damage as possible while in there to protect your life force. More life force means more damage. Your Reaper Shroud auto attack will cleave through enemies and grant you life force on the third strike. Due to one of your Reaper traits, the last hit will also recharge your Shroud skills. Death Charge will catapult you forward, attack 9 times, and blind your enemies. This skill will be the largest overall contributor to your overall damage. Infusing Terror will grant you stability and a huge 66% damage reduction for 6 seconds. You can also reactivate this skill to fear enemies around you. Always try to activate this when you're in Shroud, just for the 66% damage reduction. This will protect your life force and let you jump into Shroud more often. Soul Spiral is one of the most fun skills on Reaper. You'll spin to win, attack 12 times, and inflict poison. You'll be wanting to use this every time you enter Shroud. Executioner's Scythe will deal a huge strike of damage and stun your target. It will also deal more damage the lower your target's health. For this reason, we'll want to be using this when our target is below 25% health for some huge punts of damage. For our weapons, we'll be taking Greatsword and Staff. On Greatsword, your auto attack chain will regenerate life force, and on the third strike, will inflict chill and completely recharge your Greatsword 2 skill, Gravedigger. Gravedigger is one of the classic Reaper skills. You'll deal damage on up to 5 enemies around you, and if you hit an enemy below 50% health, it will instantly recharge. Towards the end of your rotation, you're going to be spamming this like crazy. Death Spiral will strike 5 times, with each one being a world finisher, inflict vulnerability, and regenerate life force. Nightfall will cast an expanding AoE at your feet, blind and cripple enemies, and also convert 4 boons on enemies into conditions, which is super handy. Grasping Darkness will attack and chill foes in front of you, and regenerate life force on every hit. One thing to note though, is that this skill will have a very long aftercast, time after you've applied your damage where your character isn't doing anything. You can cancel this and speed up your rotation by casting a skill immediately after this.
And we are back. Welcome back, and we have rugged up because it is cold here. T-shirt was no longer cutting it, but this is much better. Okay, let's continue onwards and upwards. We're now doing Timberline Falls. One of my favourite maps in Core Guild Wars too. Farah, thanks for the standing desk as well. It's good, we have been sitting quite a bit today. Let's move on up here, and thanks for the hydrate as well. It's good. I think like sometime over the next maybe week or two, I might swap the graphics cards over between Jess and mine's computer. So the one that's, or Jess's PC might get the NVIDIA 4060 Ti for the actual stream encoding. Then this one can get the 5600 XT. You get some heat from here. It's 26, 27 degrees in your room. I'm so sorry to hear that, mate. Try and stay cool. That is very toasty. Can you also play hybrid healer and DPS? Yeah, you can. There's like celestial healer builds that do, you know, decent damage and also healing. They're there. When it comes to like endgame group content though, it's usually the more experienced groups or like dedicated statics that might actually run those. Your general pug groups will usually make it so the healer is much more of a dedicated healer. Because yeah, for regular groups, the safety of a dedicated healer is usually more valuable than the extra damage. Yeah, you can do it, but it's just going to make things more risky. And if you do like wipe at any point, then yeah, any time you would have gained is now gone. So yeah, if you go on Snowcrows, there are straight up like celestial healer builds there. I have never seen anyone run them in pug groups, or if they do, it usually doesn't go particularly well. For static groups and very experienced groups, yeah, absolutely. so funny how you jump up and down like that. I love this about Vindicator. Especially in open world, the dodge is just insanely satisfying. There we go, that's complete. Cool, let's move on through. Oh, cool. I can also adjust this up a bit so you can actually see all of me.
No culture is paranoid, nor is isolationist.
Oh boy, shouldn't have done that. That was like a really weird boost there. Love the soundtrack for Guild Wars 2 and the Shiv Peaks as well. Yeah, we gotta go kill Grawl. Let's make it happen.
Might make nothing bring me down.
And cool, let's just go in here, grab that. What kind of attack is that with that jump? What class and spec? We are playing Power Vindicator right now. Vindicator. There we go. I've got a guide on it right there. But yeah, when you become a Vindicator, your dodge gets replaced with one of three. One that just does a bunch of damage. One that will give you various boons. Jump. Cool. Yo. Hey, Topher, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Connor, or ConnorConCarne. You can also check me out on my YouTube channel there, where we do all sorts of different Guild Wars 2 guides. What is up? Everyone, go check out the wonderful Topher Deadeye over on their Twitch channel. What is up? Hope you're having a great day. Right now, we're doing some map completion in Corteria on NA, rocking some Power Vindicator, and having a very good time with it. Then we've got Sigil of Stamina, so our endurance refreshes after we kill an enemy. So especially in Corteria, the amount of dodges you get, oh, it's good times, good times. But yeah, you either get a pure damage dealing dodge, which is what I'm rocking now, or there is a boon supplying dodge, which will give you might and protection, and there's a Healy dodge as well, but for obvious reasons we're not using the Healy dodge. How goes the map comp? It's going very, very well. We just finished off Mount Maelstrom today, and we are at it's sort of second map comp stream with this one. We're at 69%, nice. But yeah, when we started, we're on about 40-ish%. We bought all the hero points from World vs. World, so yeah, that's sped this up drastically. Oh, yeah, this is very, very fun. I wonder if exclamation mark build works. Let's try it. Give it a minute. Might work, might not. It's always a bit of a coin flip. Cool, that's done. If not, you can just take the Power Vindicator build and throw a Sigil of Stamina on it.
That's how I do it.
Where's that want us? No, it doesn't want us to go there. So we've done that. I think it's prob's going to tell us to go back here by the looks of it. I think so. Let's go back there. Yes. And thank you so much for all your lurks, Topher. I really appreciate it. And sorry to hear the social battery is running a bit low, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Like all those who lurk, chill out, just watch from the background. I massively appreciate you all. Thank you so much. All those orbs floating around me, they look cool. The blue and the red ones to left and right, that is so the red one's the red one's the PvP one from the PvP Legendary Amulet. Blue one's a World vs. World Legendary Ring, and those orbs above me, they are from the combination of Coalescence, the Raid Ring, Aurora, Living World Season 3 accessory, and Vision, the Living World Season 4 accessory. So it's a bunch of legendary accessories that are doing it. What greatsword skin is that? That is Final Death. It is the one you get from doing Doom.
I need a moment.
Or you can buy it for raid currency. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Rev gets as well with this new X pack. I'm very, very keen. Cool. Heart quest is done. That's all done. We don't need to follow the yellow line anymore. We can simply continue. Oh, no, we have to go down here.
Nothing can bring me down.
Yeah, Shiro's kind of evil. Yeah, Shiro is. Where is that path taking us? Alright, let's just follow it.
Fury is mine.
What's the best expansion? Very subjective there. My personal favourite is Heart of Thorns. Like Heart of Thorns, it has like some of the best maps in Guild Wars 2. Auric Basin is still my favourite map in all of Guild Wars 2. The elite specializations that come with it are absolutely amazing, very well designed. Introduce raids to the game. It's the first expansion ever in Guild Wars 2, so we transition from core Guild Wars 2 to the era of expansion, so it's hugely significant on that front, and the meta events are still done daily to this day. It's fantastic. And so if you hate to raid and run, but it's more than 2 hours past your normal ending time, that's all good. I totally understand that. I'm often in the same boat. I keep you tapped up and lurking, though. I really appreciate the lurk. But yeah, enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate you, and you take care, mate. Thank you. Cool, so we've done that. I actually enjoy map completion somewhat, especially when we have everyone here to keep us company. So thank you all so much. Okay, this one here is a bit specific in how it gets done. Okay. Ah, fallen off. Harvest mysterious plants. Map a day keeps the burnout away. Yeah, that's honestly a really good way to do it. Yeah. Okay, let's kill Crate.
Might makes me right.
I think I've done 14 Corteria map comps across my various accounts, maybe even 15. I'll have to actually check it.
I can feel your rage.
Fury is mine.
Now back onto the path. It's out this way. Does feel nice having map completion though on multiple characters. Makes it easy to navigate Corteria. Plus with different pathing packs, it's sped up so much. Oh, my headphone's cutting out. You're fully charged. Don't give me that. Granted, you are like 8 years old, but still.
Nothing can bring me down.
Hi, working on Aurochs, are you? It's been 13 years in the game and 0 map comp. That's not necessarily unreasonable. Like, if you've never done a legendary weapon, like, yeah, there's not really that much reason to.
Might makes me right.
I got 50% in remain, not bad. How do people sell their map completion? What they do is they will obviously do map completion,
Mine.
and then they will get all the other parts needed to make a legendary, and then someone who has the gold and the materials to make a legendary, all the non-account bound stuff, they'll send it over to the person who has done the map completion, and then they will give them some gold for their efforts. That's how you sell your map completions. You basically craft legendaries for other people and you get paid for it. Oh yeah, if there was a way to skip hearts like there is for hero points, yeah, chef's kiss. It'll be good actually for another sync for testimonies of heroics in World vs. World, because I imagine once you do enough World vs. World, you kind of just get so many of them that it doesn't really matter anymore. So yeah, I'd be totally down for that. And Brian, welcome in. Not a silly question at all. Yeah, you get them via the Pathine module with Blish HUD. Hang on, Blish HUD. Let's see if that works. There you go. I've got a guide on how to install it there. But yeah, it's an overlay that runs atop of Guild Wars 2. Oh yeah, I'll make them buy LI. Yeah, there we go. There's your sync. There is your sync for LI. It's solved.
Might makes me right.
I would be so down for that.
It's my turn. I can feel your rage.
There are a few hearts you can skip if you get the irons from TP. Yeah, there is. Which I've definitely been taking advantage of on this run. Cool, that's done. Let's go scale it up here. You wonder what the gold per hour is for map comp. I've got to be way better than Top Farms if you do it efficiently enough. Yeah, it depends. I mean, I think the world record for core Tyria map completion is something like... It's like 5 to 7 hours. I can't quite remember what it is, but it's in that region. So if you're doing it at that rate, then yeah, it's insanely profitable. But also, even for just like general play, like honestly, it's... Especially if you're doing it to make and sell legendaries, it's probably in the realm of 40 to 50 gold per hour. Oh, you can buy a whole 2 hero banners a week with LI. Yeah, and you have to go to like a specific vendor in a really inconvenient part of the world to do it. It's like just not even worth doing. But yeah, make them so you can complete Corteria hearts. Done. Fixed. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Then imagine what the world record for map comp would be. Oh, you can also go to Glenna at the Wingate camp. Oh, I didn't know that. Your connections are in it to make it happen. Will do. keep moving on through there. That's a fun effect. Let's just kill... Oh no, I don't actually need to. So your personal record is like up to 12 hours. That's solid. Hell yeah. Don't know how they do it in 6. Incredibly just optimized. Like optimized builds. I think they use Thief for that. They have like literally all the gear ready as they go. They probably buy all the hero points on World versus World. But yeah, it's really impressive what they can do. Yeah, I've watched bits of the, you know, the video of them actually doing it, and it's crazy just how quickly they move through the world. Oh, that one's done. Let's get through run once. It's really funny that Deadeye's Mark just kills everything. Oh, it really would. Them to 12 hours is still like insane. Only killing these scalp doesn't do anything, which is very, very sad. Now we've done that, but we're going to go in anyway, just in case it's a POI. I don't think there is here. What's that? Greetings, welcome in. It's great to see you. You should train your mount to swim underwater. Yeah, you definitely should. It's so good. Oh. Just keep dashing through. Oh, there's nothing here. This one's going to be a bit annoying. Was the event up? I'll just revive golems. Okay, this one's honestly, it's just going to take a while. Another one of the more cursed parts to complete. No, we'll get there. We'll just take a bit of time.
Nothing can bring me down.
Cool, I actually did a bit.
Charge through!
I don't think I'll land on the water rate. It'll be quite funny.
Not enough energy.
Risen Thrall, we'll get there. Akuzen, thank you for the follow. Oh good, we've actually got the event going now. That's great. How does Open World Power Renegade compare to Open World Power Herald when it comes to self-sustain, how easy it is to play? In terms of ease of play, it's probably like super similar. I'd say it's actually easier to survive on it because you can take the Vindication trait. which gives you a ton of lifesteal. You can't take Roiling Mist though, unfortunately. You can, it just makes it feel really bad to play if you don't have the energy. Like, they're comparable. I probably prefer Power Renegade for open world. Oh, enemy presence, nice. Yeah, I prefer it for open world. Burst damage is much higher. So yeah, I think that's pretty hype.
Your might, your fury is mine.
Cool, that's done. But the AoE burst damage you can get on Vindicator, Renegade is pretty good. Oh, it didn't let us complete this heart for some
Nothing
reason.
can bring me down.
Easy perma quickness though, that is very nice. And yeah, Condi Ren is very good for open world as well, but depends. Like if you're doing core tier, you want something power, so you can actually have some burst damage. And also short bow. Oh, ow, that's annoying. Short bow with power is still pretty good. I have to go and actually test what it kind of does against hammer. Hammer just doesn't feel fantastic to play. Oh, I've got to go follow the heart? Where's that telling me to start from? Not there yet. %. Progress has been made. Alright, where's it telling us to go?
How interesting.
A pistol to spray spider eggs and kill spiders. Nope. No, this is fine. Last, how's it going? It's great to see you. If your might is just sometimes goes down from 25 to let's say 20, does that mean you're a little short on boon duration? Or is it normal with the boon build that might sometimes go down? Depends a bit on the boon build. Some boon builds can only keep up, you know, I won't be able to keep up full might. That's not uncommon. But it could be a symptom of not having enough boon duration. Or it could just be a symptom of not actually outputting enough might or pressing the might generating skills off cooldown. Here I should actually give myself alacrity.
Same place.
Nice. For a second there, you thought Risk could use pistols. Not yet. Who knows what we might get with the next X-Pack. No, the joy is this particular heart in Timberline Falls. Got more spiders down there, actually. And yeah, like Hammer Rev does feel weird to use. It really does. I'm rocking it now and it feels super weird. I don't love it. Much prefer Shortbow over it. Cool, we got that one done. %. Or honestly, I think they for PvE they still need to halve that cast time for Hammer again. It needs to be so much quicker. Meat from meat stand.
Too much has been forgotten.
We're looking for someone who's hungry. Ooh, it actually does stuff. Okay. That's what it wants us to do. I never actually knew that. Okay, we've got passed out drunk here. Almost done. Oh, cool. Map comp is done there. No key. Very sad. Alright. So we have Lorna's Pass is next. And yeah, that is Lady Ellis's map completion guides there. It is pretty efficient. Like, it does the job. Oh no, I got myself in combat. There we go.
My dad says hunting is 3 days of boredom followed by 5 minutes.
Here I just got to kill a ton of Jotun.
Nothing can bring me down. Fury is mine.
Oh, we're going to talk to Hunter Armus here, actually. Yeah, let's do that.
Might makes me right.
I'll say I want to get off Hammer now. It's making me sad.
Chieftain should be just ahead. Certainly
Stars,
couldn't be behind us anymore.
Berserkers,
Stay close.
Force. stamina. There we go.
He looks like a strong one. Be careful.
Nothing can bring me down.
I'm telling you, out there, leaving. Hopefully the joke hold on our grounds will weaken.
Why are we stuck there? Anything else up there is basically dead.
Might makes me right.
Like honestly, short bow, even on a power build for Courtier, it just feels good because it just feels quick to use. Like you're not faffing around, you just press skills and stuff dies. And even here, what I can probably change this to is to run celerity on there, so it quickness for 5 seconds after disabling, so there we go, I'll actually attack a bit quicker as well. Beetle here actually. There we go, okay.
Nothing can bring me down.
See if any Etten spawns because of it.
Might makes me right. Fury is mine.
Let's just group these all up here.
That was unexpected.
Fury is mine.
This is becoming ridiculous. I'll kill Orson for this.
I demand that you release
Rid
me.
of this stupid soup.
Oh, easy done. If you actually do get the damage buff from your dodge, it actually does pretty decent damage. If we've done that, we must have already been in this area. Oh, this one. Do map completion with legendary? Yes, I'm going to be making and selling a few legendaries, still figuring out exactly which ones, but I've got some legendary starter kits sitting in my bank that I need to actually do something with. There's a huge amount of gold that's sitting there not being used at the moment. And plus I'm short of gold on my EU account as well. Oh, welcome in. It's so good to see you.
For a fight.
Cool, that's done. I think I've got everything there. Cool, that actually gives us that POI. Boxy, how are you going? It's so good to see you as well. Hope you're having a great day. Just skip that. No, cool. It's actually taking us up here. That would have been a fun one to get map completion on, or to that vista to get up there before mounts. So here I just need to kill many pirates.
Might makes me right. I can't move.
Okay, onwards and upwards here.
The fury is mine.
Cool, that one's done. It's always a nice feeling when a heart's complete. Missed a... That's why you have to respect the path. It's there for a reason. It's there so you can get these POIs. I think, yes, we are done with every hero point in Corteria now. If we can mount up sometime soon, that will be pretty hype. There we go. Oh.
Might makes me right.
Damn, this thing's proximity to a jumping puzzle. Setup, how's it going? It's great to see you. Cool, that's there, son. I hope we're out range of the jumping puzzle now. Cool, another one done. And group event. If I can tag it, I will. If not, I don't care. We'll just tag that for a bit of extra credit. Completion for legendary, yes. Planning to make some legendaries to sell, especially with the World vs. World rush coming up in the next few weeks. So that is going to be insanely profitable for us.
Good Tolia. Now go on. Grab me some.
That is all done. Core 2 is so nostalgic. It is, like, I still actually enjoy doing map completion. Like, when I have to do it, I'm not like, oh no, I need to do map completion. I'm like, okay, cool, we're doing map completion now.
Feel your rage.
And this add-on for Hearts and Exploration looks cool. Yes, it is the pathing module within Blishud, and we're using Lady Ellis's guides. So that is the map completion path that you see me follow here. Anyone go buy some? Insta buy some Carno infusions. Welcome in, Fermi. How many times do you have to clear map comp to get all legendaries? I mean, if you're just talking about Generation 1 legendaries, technically none, because you can just buy them all from the trading post. 6 legendaries, so 8 times? Yeah, if you want to make them all yourself, however many legendaries there are, divide them by 2. But yeah, you can just buy them from the trading post as well, if you are so inclined. Okay, and duplicate legendaries, yeah, that adds to it.
Never lies. Historians, however. There's something wrong with that imp. What? Someone put a brimstone imp into the holding cell? No!
Manual reboot required.
Nothing can bring me down.
That's targeting, hello. You gotta get twice told legend. That is a cool title. I do have that. I've got twin incinerators.
Finally, I can get back to work. That lousy, malodorous brimstone imp has set my research back at least a week.
Nothing can bring me down.
There's quite a few people here. Oh, I do love me some power Lacren. Still a very fun build to run.
Need to rest.
Job done. Okay, so I think, yeah, we head back over here. We've got everything there, so we can sort of just womble over this way. We're about halfway done with this map.
Nothing can bring me down.
And yeah, time zones are hard, because yeah, I'm unsure when the expect like time is, because in Australia I live in a weird time zone. And Tosa, welcome in. You're a new player here as Reaper. How are you enjoying Reaper so far? Like, Reaper I personally think is fantastic.
Fury is mine.
Right on target.
Cool. Relic. So I can probs go just turn all these in now, I think.
You have questions?
I've been enjoying a lot. You don't have as many hero points to unlock the last row for your build. Ah, nice. Are you working, or have you done the hero points in the expansion maps? Because every hero point in a Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, End of Dragons map will give you 10 skill points instead of the typical one you get from Corteria.
Might makes me right. Fury is mine.
And yeah, you can do world versus world for hero points as well. You can convert the testimonies of heroics into hero point completions. How many degrees is there at the moment? I think it was about 13 degrees here today. A bit on the cold side, 17 degrees inside. So it's a bit cool inside, hence the jumper. We've done most interior and finished Path of Fire, but it's been exploring around Soto at the moment. It's huge. Nice. That's good. We're not too far away from like fully finishing off your character. And yeah, there are enough hero points. You don't even really need to do hero points in Corteria to get all the ones for your elite spec. If you just do the ones in the expansions, just by reaching level 80 you will have enough hero points to unlock all of your core traits and everything like that. And then each expansion will give you ample hero points for the elite specialization of that expansion. Stay from South Australia. What game we're playing? Guild Wars 2 right now. And retake. Just kill destroyers, I guess. Let's just go kill some more. As a totally new player who recently reached level 80, what's the best way to gear up PvE wise? I've got just the video for you. I've made a guide on how to gear in Guild Wars 2, which is going to be very comprehensive. It's going to give you sort of the best ways to level up, which will be especially good for you as a new player, so go check that out. Oh yeah, especially if you're jumping straight into Heart of Thorns, that can be a particularly spicy expansion to jump into. Path of Fire is not my preferred way to get hero points for like that first character. Purely because I memorize where all of the hero points are, but End of Dragon's also pretty easy. Let's move on a bit here. We've done that. Nice. Shiver Peaks music. I love it. It's beautiful. Keep just sauntering through. It's funny how you had a far harder time in Heart of Thorns compared to Path of Fire, since Path of Fire's later expansion. That's not really unexpected, because Heart of Thorns, they definitely tuned to be far more difficult. It was sort of like, you can even see it when you do the hero points. The hero points are typically designated as group events, meaning that they want you to actually do it with a group of people. Whereas Path of Fire, they toned down the difficulty quite significantly. Because yeah, there was a lot of pushback from the community with the difficulty of the Heart of Thorns maps. But no, Heart of Thorns, it is difficult to move your way around, especially as a new player.
Might makes me. Nothing can bring me down.
Oh yeah, the route to boss in Verdant Brink, it is tricky. And more often than not, you just sort of grab Skyscale and just brute force your way up into the air. Catch you later, Boxy. Take care.
Nothing can bring me down.
There's the entrance to Wing 5, if you're curious. It's actually in Lornar's Pass. Oh, everyone's gonna love Auric Basin. It's a beautiful map. Untamed is really, really good as well, especially for open world. Do you have a vid for Untamed by chance? No, not yet. Like, it's on my list of builds that I will cover at some point. I haven't spent like too much time with Untamed outside open world builds where it is just like insanely good. No Fire Wisdom video yet.
Fury is mine.
It's my turn. Right on target.
That's right. Keep going. We'll find it. We'll find a video eventually.
Fury is mine.
Civil Engineer, the ultimate build. What pathing pack are you using? We're using Lady Ellis's guides. Okay, wants us to keep doing stuff here. Gotta kill some more dredge. Pathing packs are totally fine when it comes to TOS. No, that like ArenaNet will never go and fully say yes, this add-on is allowed, but pathing packs are totally fine. Because it's not interacting with your game in any way, it's simply just overlaying it on top of your game. It doesn't read the game's memory or anything, it's not taking control of your character, it's not necessarily giving you an unfair advantage, especially in a competitive landscape. You hunger, but for what you do not know. Pizza is always a good, just universally great choice. Recommended add-on manager to use? 100% recommend using the Nexus add-on manager, which I do have a guide for. So you can go check that out right there. Welcome, Steve. How's it going? Oddly enough, I'm actually rather well rested today. Last night was the better night's sleep I've had for quite some time, which is nice. Done. Your grey areas start when it reads game memory like Arc DPS does, but even that, most add-ons are allowed, although officially legally they can't say it. Yeah. And when it's just running atop the game like this, it's fine. Pizza does sound pretty nice. Oh, pizza, it's always a good shout. That's mine's favourite go-to pizza. You get like a barbecue chicken Hawaiian, but you put some pepperoni on it as well. Ask for extra pepperoni. That's good. What add-ons do you use? I'll talk about it in my various videos over on my YouTube channel. I've got a video on BlissHUD, which is what I am using to generate the paths that I am following. I use Nexus Add-on Manager to manage most of my other add-ons. I use Arc DPS to help track my DPS encounters, as well as the Boon Table add-on for Arc DPS. All that's managed through Nexus. I have the Radial Menus add-on, which just gives me this radial menu for my mounts if I ever want to use it. Yeah, that's kind of it for now. I know it's a fair opinion to have. But 100% right now, Arc DPS is like, honestly, for endgame content, especially where there are actual encounters that do have a tight DPS check. Now, things like, honestly, like Sarah CM and so many other encounters as well with DPS actually hugely relevant. It's required. And honestly, that should be, in my opinion, that should be baked into the game by default. Like, it shouldn't be an add-on, it should just be in the game. But no, it's a totally valid opinion to have.
Hostiles are upon us! Good hunting.
This heart does take a little bit to complete, I think. Oh well, we'll buckle up. We'll simply get it done. Galvanize. I mean, it's frustrating. You've tried every single method you could do to increase your golem DPS, but it's capped at 30k below the supposed 42 to 45k bench. And people have been saying 37k is easy in the bare minimum if you want to consider raids. Well, they're wrong about whether that's the bare minimum. Like, honestly, if you're a DPS player and you're pulling 30k, like, that's fine. I wouldn't be concerned about that. What build are you struggling with? Still remember when the first DPS meters were using Guild Wars 2, we'd have the damage numbers show up in chat and a program would count it, try and calculate your DPS. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. A Power Dragon Hunter Radiance version? Okay, maybe once we finish this map I could jump in. Actually, I've been meaning to play a bit of Dragon Hunter for a bit. Because yeah, it's been a while since I've played this, I can't really give any advice, but I can always like jump in and kind of see what, you know, DPS I start landing on.
Hey, can't even get a decent meal around here. The chef will hear about this.
Up for a challenge?
Yeah, especially since Introduction Raids has come that kind of game. Yeah,
Hey,
I think it has
can't
now.
even get a decent meal around here. The chef will hear about this.
Okay, have you been giving yourself all boons as well?
How dare they keep me waiting?
All boons, all con of the golem. Okay, I'll take a look probably after we do this map. Patron.
I can't drink this watered down foam. Dare they? I can feel your rage. Over already? I fought scrapes and places cleaner than this. How dare they keep me?
I mean, you hit 35k on the 1 million golem, but plummeted 29k on the 4 million. Okay, so your burst damage is... but your burst damage should be probably a bit higher than that. But I'll take a look at it after I undo this map comp. Then I can actually sort of see what I can hit and then see if I can actually give some tips on it. But it could honestly be like, you know, just literally not pressing buttons fast enough. Quite commonly, that is a sort of big thing that people forget in Guild Wars 2 is actually just purely pressing buttons quickly. You could have the rotation down correct, but if there's a huge delay between when you're actually pressing your skills, then that can really limit your DPS. And also, I know Dragon Hunter, you want to line up a whole bunch of your bursts when you've got a bunch of extra damage modifiers up. So yeah, whatever your damage modifiers are coming from, like making sure your target is tethered, try and land your big skills for that.
Makes me right.
Sometimes you press it too fast, skill cancels out. Yeah, that you do have to be mindful of. If there's any, you know, weird skill cancellation after cast, that you have to be super careful of. Oh yeah, I remember like our initial Guild Wars 2 days, people were excluding people from dungeons that didn't have a certain level of AP. So yeah, people will find ways to try and select for the type of people they want to play with to get the type of gameplay experience that they want. At least now we have the methods to actually see what people are actually doing, and also, more importantly, the methods to actually improve. The methods to actually get better at the game. Yeah, 10k AP or kicky, yep. And you can't fake 10k AP.
I need some help!
Might makes me right.
I'm hit.
And getting kicked for low DPS from Raze is rare. It really is nowadays. Craft another legendary. Welcome in, Mike. Yes. Not sure which yet. Anything that's sitting in our bank waiting for us to craft that can turn into some gold.
We can use these rocks to block the holes.
Nothing can bring me down. I'll be alright. Soon.
Honestly, like, people are more than welcome to make those groups if they so want. If that's the kind of people that they want. Honestly, that's a very hard thing to go through and check. Pop this here. So all they're really doing is open themselves up to a whole bunch of time actually forming the group and then maintaining the group and actually checking for DPS. That's actually just going to be an absolute organizational clusterfuck. So they're honestly going to have a better time if they make things a bit more lenient on their end, but that's their choice to make. And there's always the option of just making your own group with whatever requirements you deem appropriate.
Many scripts, help!
Yeah, if any LFG asks for more than 250 LI or 50 KP, it's more likely than not a horrible run. Yep, I've basically always seen that as well. Any high KP run, oh, they've always been way more cursed than the low KP ones. Deku, welcome in. I'm glad you're enjoying the Soul Beast guide. Ah, I wanted to land right on that. Fine, I will shoot you with a short bow then. Come here. Come here, fam. Oh, fine, you just go away. Oh no, it should actually go... Where's it actually taking us? Oh, I've got to grab this waypoint. I would have missed that. Would have been very sad. There we go. It depends on the build. Some builds it is actually quite easy to do that. On other builds it's actually quite hard. Pop those in. Hey. Like if I take something like just Fire Wizard Condi Tempest at the moment, I basically picked up that build and within 2 rounds on the Golem I was hitting 38, 39k. Kitless Condi Mech, just basically instant 38k just because it was very chill to play. There are builds that are like more complicated. We do have to invest quite a lot more effort. Like even Power Vindicator, a build that I'm quite familiar with, I have to sweat quite hard to hit, you know, DPS numbers that I can just sort of keyboard mash my way through on Kitless Condi Mech and meet. That's done. But it depends on the build. Some builds it's really easy to hit those high damage numbers. Other ones, not so much. It depends.
Nothing can bring me down.
And I think like Dragon... I'm pretty sure Mr. Mystic has also done a simplified Dragon Hunter build, so that could be a good one to check out. The best low effort builds are made by tryhard people who know what can be removed from top DPS builds. Yeah, they can strip back the non-essential stuff and you're left with just a very simple build to play that will get you great numbers. Haven't been serious in the Golem for like 6 years, and yeah, like the last time I got really sweaty on the Golem was when I was making the Condi Renegade build guide a few years back on my YouTube channel. I spent cumulatively about probably 12 hours on the Golem trying to hit as high as I could. And I got within, I think it was like 2 to 3% of the actual benchmark for that. And since that, I usually just go until I hit about 90% to the point where I'm comfortable with the build and go, yep, that's it, job done. Oh, Spectre's loving life at the moment.
Right on target. Swarm them! Oh, I can feel your rage.
I usually around 85% of the bench on most builds, and that's a totally fine point to get. Like, if you're doing that, it's basically, oh, you know the order you should be pressing buttons, and you understand sort of how the build works, and you're pressing the buttons reasonably quickly. It's a totally fine spot to be. Gets the job done.
Right on target.
Where's this one telling us to go? Here. Do you do World vs. World? Infrequently. I will be doing some like in the next few weeks for some Gifts of Battle, but I'll basically just do it when I need Gifts of Battle.
Might makes me right.
that's now done. Oh, I've got to go glide through here. Is Legendary Kit still the best side in the Wizard's Vault? In terms of raw gold value, yes. The amount of things you get and the gold that they are worth, or the gold that you don't have to spend to obtain them, it's still by far and away the best thing. Obviously, you have to then craft a legendary to convert it into gold. But yes, it's obscene levels of value. So you should just, even if you're not planning on getting it, you should just get it anyway. Hey, a key! Rip. There we go. Did we get it? There it is. Let's see. Oh, that bad roll. Two more. Two more. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Beautiful. I'm going to take a break and stretch my legs. Does getting a legendary starter kit increase account value? Sure, it probably does. That. Nice. I'll clean the inventory. Nice. Excellent. We'll do that, then we'll take a quick break. I'm going to turn off pathing. Oh, Selly Hard was disgusting. It was 100% deserved in World vs. World. Alright, so with that.
Change your fortune with one of my electronics.
Uncle those, gone. Okay. Get rid of that. Salvage any exotic.
This is most remarkable.
Catch you later, Galvanize. You have a good one. Oh, what is that? Can I sell that? Yeah, just get rid of it. Get it out of there. Get out of here. What was I doing? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Gone. Consume. Gone. Yeah, that's probably the best way to increase your account value. Nice. Let's go take a break and back in a bit. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for 11 years, and a question I get asked all the time is, how do I make more gold? Don't worry, friends. I've got you. Guild Wars 2 actually has an incredibly stable, well thought out economy. It just takes a little bit of knowledge to know how to take advantage of it to its fullest. Welcome back, everyone. It's a very common problem in Guild Wars 2 for new players to struggle to make gold. This is because Guild Wars 2 functions a little differently than other MMOs when it comes to gold making. Other, lesser games will simply flood your account with gold whenever you complete content, whereas Guild Wars 2 functions very, very differently. But worry not, my friends. If you've been playing Guild Wars 2 for a little while, you are probably richer than you even realize. There is a very real chance that you are sitting on a veritable fortune and not even realizing it. So today we are going to delve into one of the key stores of wealth in Guild Wars 2, your material storage. First up, we'll touch on why the material storage is important. Rather than flooding your account with liquid gold every time you complete an event, Guild Wars 2 will typically reward you with materials, items, and currencies. This adds a few more steps to convert these into raw gold, but trust me, it is a good thing that this is the case. As has happened in many other MMOs in history, simply handing out liquid gold to players often results in hyperinflation. Now, hyperinflation is a catastrophic thing that can happen in any MMO economy. When inflation takes place, your gold becomes worth less and less, and your purchasing power, or the number of things that you can buy with your gold, becomes lower. Effectively, this makes the regular player poorer than when they started. An item that starts out at 50 silver becomes worth 5 gold the next week and 50 gold the next. And before you know it, you are having to start printing trillion-dollar bills in order to make sense of it all. Eventually, gold becomes effectively worthless and the entire game's economy stops functioning. This makes the game less approachable to new players and means returning players come back to all their hard-earned gold being effectively worthless. There's even a notorious example of this with the game Gaia Online. Here, the developers introduced gold generators, items that will create gold for you automatically each day as a means to very quickly increase revenue. The value of gold decreased, with items that were previously worth thousands of gold now costing billions. Old players simply saw their entire savings vanish. Whereas in Guild Wars 2, with the rewards being structured primarily around materials and currencies, we can step around this problem. By rewarding you with materials, you then have to go and list them on the trading post if you want to convert them to gold. And whenever you do this, you are going to incur a 5% listing fee whenever you list an item and a 10% exchange fee when your item is eventually sold. This is one of the many ways that Guild Wars 2 rips gold out of the economy and counteracts the risk of hyperinflation taking place. In fact, Guild Wars 2 has one of the most stable in-game economies that I have ever seen. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 for 11 years now, and the gold that I have on my account is worth a similar amount to what it was worth shortly after the game's launch, at least compared to so many other games out there. And now to make the most gold with the items in your material storage. Now, this will sound very obvious for experienced players, but I run into this question all the time on my streams. Put it simply, sell what you don't need and keep what you do. You need to set aside the need to hoard every material you get in case you might need it later. Guild Wars 2 isn't set up for you to easily farm the specific materials that you need. Instead, you're going to want to sell what you don't need to other players in order to get gold. You will then use that gold to buy materials that you do need. And if you're worried about selling an item with the risk that you may need it later, I'm going to reassure you, do not worry about it. When the time comes around when you actually need that item again, there's a decent chance that you have farmed up multiple of what you need. And worst case, you can simply repeat the process and sell what you don't need and buy what you need again. Avoid the urge to hoard all of your materials. It is only going to make it take longer and longer for you to reach your goals. If you want to quickly see at a glance how much gold is in your material storage, I highly recommend linking your Guild Wars 2 account with Guild Wars 2 Efficiency. Here you can view exactly what is in your material storage at any point and see just how much they're going to sell for. Guild Wars 2 Efficiency is the single greatest website I can recommend if you're looking to increase your gold making in Guild Wars 2, so 100% recommend you do this. I've somewhat recently gone and purged my material storage to fund some extra legendaries, and here I'm still sitting on almost 900 gold worth of materials that I could liquidate right now if I needed. Now, beyond simply selling your materials directly to the trading post, there are ways where you can increase the gold you make from your material storage. Your next step is to use these materials to craft things that other players need and then sell them for a profit. There are so many different items you can craft, and the best ones change depending on what the economy is doing and what items are in demand. However, here are some of the key items that I've been doing recently, and they've made me a significant chunk of gold. So much so, I've been able to fund 2 accounts just by doing this. For quartz crystals, you can convert 25 of these into a charged quartz crystal once a day. You can then use this to craft celestial weapons and armor, which sell for a very tidy sum on the trading post. You can also craft a piece of sky-scale food as well, which is a very consistent way to make some gold. I regularly use black diamonds that have dropped for me to craft Viper's weapons and armor, a very in-demand stat combination, has been for years and will be forevermore. Mithril, silk, and thick leather I use to craft ascended crafting materials, which I then turn into other useful things. One of these being tier 10 Jadebot cores. These use up a lot of materials as well as research notes. But aside from the research note crafting, this is a very easy, consistent way to make some extra gold. I also craft jeweled damask patches, as these can also use up a lot of the Heart of Thorns currencies that you may have piling up. Personally, I've been maxed out on these materials for years, so having a sink for them is incredibly valuable. I'll often craft Cryptus motivations as well, as these are used to juice the rewards that you get from farming your rifts, which makes these rifts even more profitable and speed.
And we are back. Welcome back. So let's take a look. Oh, this one's already on Dragon Hunter. Let's see what we can hit on it. YouTube. See what Mr. Mystic has.
Okay. Okay. Aerodrome, we got Mr. Mystic's video up on our other screen. You can go check it out there. Okay, we're going to need the build. Do I have the misburned relic? I should. Oh, nice. Okay, so running that skill, processional blades. Yep, okay, cool. Literally, we're right there. Basic camp and greatsword. This is zeal virtue, so it's going to be a bit different. Zeal. Let's run virtues. Okay, run that. Those are all pretty standard. Unscathed contender, strike damage when you have Aegis, give me Aegis. Inspiring virtue, strike damage increase after a virtue. Emia, you love vibing to the Mistlock Sanctuary theme. It is really nice as well. Passive triggers more, do more damage. Happy, okay. It's got a weird mix of assassin's gear. And accuracy, okay. Guess you do. Okay, we actually want a spear as well. Do I have an easy way to get a spear? Let's check, there might be. Yes. It's actually a few, okay. Spear inbound. It's going to be in the last place we look. Impaler. There we go. All berserkers. What's accuracy? Dragon Hunter. Yeah, let's get the gear set. No, actually, let's convert this first. Bring it down a bit now. Berserker's Orichalcum inscription. Only buy one, thank you.
Shine.
Brandon, how's it going? It's wonderful to see you. Grab that. Eventually I will get legendary spears on this account as well. Eventually. Here, Orgy of Heroes, nice. Again, are you on NA? Yes, I'm on NA right now. Forge, job done. Look at that. What? Yeah, let's yeet that. There, customize. Horse. Accuracy. Accuracy. Yep. Gloves. Oh, quite a lot of assassins here. Any chance you're going to do Janthia Wild's convergent CMs needed for masteries? Definitely not tonight, and I got no immediate plans to do them again in the future. If we were to do them, it would be on a Wednesday. But no immediate plans, we just did them last week, and they do take a really long time to organise. Assassins. Nathaniel does them every week. Yeah, he does them every week. I think he does them on EU, though. Yeah, check out his Discord, 100%. I'd recommend you find groups for this. it would be hard to find groups for it. He doesn't want to EU Foundry. I thought he would do them on EU. Also, your best bet's probably actually to form up a group yourself. Hang on. Oh, Windows search are the worst thing ever. There we go. Like, honestly, grab that text, save it to a text document, create a squad, set that as your Skyne gang as well. That would be really good. Yeah, just literally grab that text and save it. Put that in your squad message, sort people into 10 different subgroups, and just go ham. Like, you will get silver with that. The silver time is so generous. But yeah, if you really want them, your best bet is either to find someone like Skyne Gang who will be able to lead them for you, or lead them yourself with that. Like, they are really, really comfortable to get silver on. That's not a problem. We were basically somewhat disorganized. I put people in subgroups with boons, and even then we were still like 8 minutes ahead of the silver cutoff time, so it was fine. $65, 10% crit chance. Yeah, that works. Don't know if Darren's does them. He might. But yeah, nowadays, like, aside from just like keeping the LFG somewhat open while you're playing, your best bet's probably going to be like forming up a group by yourself. It will fill with time. And if I do end up doing them again on NA, I'll give people a bit of a heads up, a stream or so in advance. So glad you got gold for all them, so we have to silver again. Nice. Still yet to get gold on them, but I will accept silver. Let's bring this up over here. Okay. So, and let's make this playback speed, put that on half. Thank you, Mr. Mystic. Session of Blades. Yeah. So Profession of Blades, so it's your Trap, Sword of Justice, F1, Spear 5 for 3. 5, 4, 3. Then we swap 4 and then 2, 3. Yeah, we're now literally just spamming everything off cooldown, pairing 2 with 4. Yep. Okay, and that's pretty chill. Alright, we got it.
A deadly raid squad is a happy raid squad. Practice your skills using our state-of-the-art guns.
Do I even have proper food? No. Alright, I was going to be a bit lower. You are 2 minutes. It just means I'm not going to be able to do anything. Hang on, I'll actually do it once I start, or else I'm going to have to literally just stand here for 2 minutes. Okay, and gee, do I even have food that I can use? Nope. Hang on. That's what happens when I craft the wrong food. Well, we're using using this food. Yeah, our DPS is going to be a bit lower, but you know what? It's going to be fine. Probably. Yeah, I don't even have any exotic stuff in there. Use the fishing food. Is that fishing food? No, it's fishy rice bowl. It's not fishing food, it's fishy food. Okay. Alright, Control Shift H. Am I on spear? Yep, okay. Peak immersion. I assume good things are happening. Oh, we just... What even is happening? I've only seen 2 DH benchmarks. One was nose, the other was Plenix with a controller. But just cancelling skills left, right, and centre. That was a good burst right there. How much health did I put on the golem, or is my DPS that bad? This is actually taking forever. See how we're going now. I mean, our initial burst was 35, literally 1%. Nice. Okay, it's like 29k. With the wrong food. Let's go again. Mindless, how's it going? Welcome in. day. Yeah, that's 34 on our first like actual build, and yeah, that's functional. Burst damage is good. And yeah, there was quite a lot of times there where we shouldn't have actually used things as we should. Let's go over to Mirage, actually. That's one I've been wanting to mess with. Where is it? Problem's this one. You don't need high strength to get wings eventually? No, not at all. Coffee's closed. That's not how you do it. Tower Chrono. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, actually, no. Don't get 2 Mesmers on this account. I think I do. Here we go. Mystic Mirage. No, 10th birthday. Nice.
Oh, shiny.
30 spirit shards, actually the most relevant thing. Okay, more. Give me the build. Alright, so what do we got here? That's Power Vert. That's apparently also a Power Vert, but it's a Chronomancer build. Oh, what kind of curse stuff is going on here? What is there? That looks like a Power Vert build. It's a Chrono build. Let's yeet Power Vert for now. Purely because if I'm going to be playing that, I'll be playing it on EU. Okay. We want double staff. All Vipers. The Trapper. All Vipers, everything. That is Earth and Energy and Torment and Energy. Torment. Energy. Vipers on everything. And Fractal. It's Koi Cake. That's expertise and Condi damage. Let's go pick up some Koi Cakes. Do I not have any? I don't. Oh, that costs like nothing. I'm just literally going to get a stack. Yes. I want a piece of ritual skin. No, I'm not putting it there. And for the build, or for the skills first, we'll run. Oh, I need to actually put Mirage on. So is there an expansion for Limb World, or do you have to pay 200 gems per chapter? Typically, yes, but you can also usually buy it as a bundle, which will be cheaper. Crystal Sands. And then good Condi Signets. And Jaunt. Okay, we want to put Dueling there. Got to put Chaos there and Mirage. Okay. Phantasms have Fury. Shatter skill 2 blinds. And then Chaos. Method of Madness. We're going to take Chaotic Potency. And Bountiful Disillusionment. We get boons. I like it. Mirage. Entering combat, your first ambush attack applies Confusion. Refreshes after you use a Shatter. Mirage Mantle. Check what trait I should take there. And Tosi, saw your video on gearing Living World Season 2 to 3. Do you have to do the story missions and finish to be rewarded with Ascended or Legendary? If you want the Legendary Amulet, you will need to finish the story. So if you want to work towards that, you will need to do the story at some point. To just get the Ascended stuff, you don't need it. You don't need to do the story. Raids, Mesmer. Just finding what is the condition damage trait. Condition Mirage. Infinite Horizon. Yeah, damage increase. It's actually just that. Okay. Okay, I think here we can kind of just go in and start blasting. I sort of understand this from having played it before. Let's see roughly what we can do. Let's put this on normal playback speed. Thank you, Mr. Mystic. Let's see what is up. Dodge, generate alacrity. We don't care about that. Make clones 2 and 3 makes clones. Dodge generates more alacrity. Dodge with double staffs, energy sigil, star skills and crystal sands. Do you want to leap through? Gives you chaos aura, can pick up crystals. Okay, summon 3 clones first with star 3, then 2. Start dodging to give alacrity. We're not doing that. Weapon swap, more endurance, more dodges, don't have energy, crystal sands. Last priority skill star 3, 4, and 5. A Season of the Dragons are located in Living World or End of Dragons expansion. They are all Living World, so if you want to see the Season of the Dragons achievements, come down to the achievements. You can just like type in Season of the Dragons and it will pop up there. Or you will come down to, let's see, it's under Side Stories. So go Side Stories, Current Events, Season of the Dragons. And then, yeah, there's very simple achievements tied to each episode of Living World there that you'll do that once you complete them, will eventually reward you with a free legendary amulet.
Feel free to approach the console and begin combat practice.
All of them.
You'll have to hit much harder.
Spawn. Turn on arc DPS now. Alright. Hey Lexi, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome in raiders. My name is Connor or ConnorConCarne. You can also check me out on my YouTube channel there where I do all sorts of Guild Wars 2 guides. What is up Lexi? It's so good to see you. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Everyone, go check out Lexi over on their Twitch channel. Yes, how are you going? It's so good to see you.
I'm neither here nor there.
Because right now we're just practicing some staff Condi Mirage here. Just seeing sort of where it's at, because I'm a huge enjoyer of this build. I think actually shattering is probably not that useful for me, actually. 6k, yeah, we can do more than that. And how is working on vision going as well? Let's check what else we can do here. So we don't actually generate enough clones here. Oh, it showed noobs fractal CM stuff the first time. That's awesome. That sounds like an absolute banger of a stream.
You're seeing endurance running low. A simple pitch reflection, 1,000 pieces. Never saw it coming. Not enough energy. Maybe I was the illusion all along.
Snap target on.
Surprise!
H-Rain Rumble, it's almost 3:30 AM. You're falling asleep with the keys. That is all good. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate you. You take care. And it's everyone, go check out Lexi over on their Twitch channel. Probably should be doing more. It's on like 31 here. They're just not shattering at all. Okay. Let's try that.
I feel good. Maybe I was the illusion all along. They'll have to hit much harder. I'm neither here, swirl like sand. Not enough energy. Shifting sands.
Does this build rely on chaos or uptime? I think it does.
I'm neither here nor there. I move with the desert wind. Endurance It's running low.
Okay, it's doing over 30k.
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
Okay, yep, it's literally 31k on a boon build. Nice. Vortex. Yeah. What we'll be trying here, that is Alacrity, Staff, Mirage. So yeah, like that's working pretty well.
Hi there.
Like, yeah, 31k on a boon build for
Testing. If you have any inquiries.
no shatter build. Yeah, no shatter on that because, yeah, your Alacrity comes from your clones as well, so you typically don't shatter. Yeah. Used to play that a few years ago. Yeah, like it's been buffed again. It's great. And let's remove boons. Yeah, I'm not sure what the new specs will focus on, because yeah, you're right. In the current state of the game, there's not really any roles that need filling, so it's going to be interesting to see how they actually style them. Maybe something like a Lachion Warrior. Yep, that would be cool. That's not Heal Blade Sworn. Just give me quickness. I'll give myself quickness and regen. Okay. Let's just see what kind of boon coverage we can get.
I feel good. I could outrun a centaur. You're sealed. Never saw it coming.
That was impressive.
Maybe I was the illusion all along. Bad luck. Maybe I was the illusion all along. Swirl like sand. I feel good. You're seeing things. I feel good. Mirror, mirror from the sand.
Look, it keeps up Alacrity. This is full Viper's gear.
Time and space are my allies. I feel good.
Yep, almost complete solo, 28k. What does it do? I'm fully solo, actually. Just self, remove boons. Alright. Take the trait renewing erases some Mirage and a riddle of sand. And thank you, the Reggio, for the follow. Yeah, there we go. So let's see what this does completely solo.
From desert heat, reflection. I neither hear nor there. Shifting sands. Maybe I was the illusion all along. Over. Not enough endurance. A simple distortion and ta-da! 7 years bad luck.
How did our headphones just conk out? That's interesting.
Maybe I was the illusion all along. I don't have enough.
Yeah, they really have just fully conked out. Oh, well, I assume you can still hear me.
Crystal reflections. Your mind will betray you. You're seeing things.
Might be worth it. Shadow only using style 3? Yeah, I could see that.
Sands. You're seeing things.
And yeah, 24k completely solo does keep up like a decentish amount of boons. I hope so, it's a boon build. Okay, there we go. Sound has come back. Nice. Yeah, like that's 25k completely solo, no boons. It's pretty damn good. And yeah, that honestly can go up quite a bit higher, because yeah, we can just like shatter with that. And then they'll just keep up even more boons. Just do one more try. Oh, it's got all condies on it actually. That needs to go. Let's go average. Spawn. Yeah, so no condies. So of course that bumps it up quite a bit. So now let's try.
Maybe I was the illusion all along. I could outrun a centaur. Maybe I was the... Your mind will betray you.
Okay, so that's about 17 there. That makes a bit more sense. Okay, that's not bad. Character select, we'll go back here. We're beautiful. I'm going to take a break and stretch our legs, and we'll be back in a few minutes, so sit tight. Glad our sound's back.
Quickness Deadeye is a build that is surprisingly easy to play, easily covers permanent quickness for your group, and pumps out enough DPS to make everyone else in your squad exceedingly nervous. So sit back and let's get cracking with the highest damage of any boon provider in Guild Wars 2, and keep every other DPS player on their toes. Quickness Deadeye has returned from the Shadow Realm and is easily the highest damaging boon provider that Guild Wars 2 has to offer. But damage isn't the only thing you bring. Baked into your build for free, you have immense levels of CC to carry break bars all by yourself. You can more or less pick and choose whatever weapons you prefer to suit your refined taste. And if you can stomach a small DPS loss, you can load up this build with so much self-healing you won't even notice when your healer's pizza delivery arrives and they need to go AFK to answer the door. So with all the wonderful things ahead of us, let's dive in. First up, Deadeye is the elite specialization for Thief that came out with Path of Fire. The biggest change you'll see once you become a Deadeye is that your steal skill is now replaced by Deadeye's Mark, which will grant you new stolen skills, and when you use a skill that uses initiative, you'll generate Malice, these orbs sitting above your health bar. You'll either gain 1 Malice when your initiative skill hits your mark target, or 2 if the skill crits. So critting all the time is going to be super important for us. Malice interacts with a lot of Deadeye's traits and skills, but the main impact on today's build is that when you use a stolen skill, when capped at 5 Malice, you'll enter stealth. This will actually be very important when it comes to our rotation later. Aside from that, you'll be able to use the new cantrips, which we'll be making great use of, and Rifle as a new weapon, which is a great ranged DPS option. With our trait choices today, we're going to be focusing on using our stolen skills as much as possible, which will end up providing quickness to ourselves and our allies. That's all we need to know to get started, so let's jump on into the gear. For our gear, we're going to be rocking Berserker's gear with an Assassin's back piece. Ideally, you'd also add in 5 precision infusions to perfectly optimize your build and then fill out the remaining slots with power infusions. I've included a version of the gear that doesn't need any infusions in the description below. You'll add in Assassin shoulders and gloves, but honestly, the difference is so minor that I'd recommend just going for the fully optimized gear set. It's simple to gear, the difference is minimal, plus you don't need to worry about stat swapping your armor later if you want to be a greedy little DPS goblin.
Hello, my dear.
Now, that was a bit of a segue, but back to the rest of the gear. You'll want to use Rune of the Dragon Hunter, which will give you slightly better results compared to Scholar Runes. Again, the difference is tiny, so if you already have Scholar Runes, just keep them honestly. For our sigils, we'll be using Sigil of Force and Impact, just the go-to power DPS options. And for our relic, we'll be using Relic of the Deadeye, which will give you an extra 10% damage for 8 seconds after you use a cantrip skill. A nice change you can make if you want to trade some damage for survivability is to swap in the Relic of Zakharos, which will convert 4% of your critical strike damage into healing. This also stacks with your trait Invigorating Precision, which lets you easily out-heal the extreme damaging AoE in the Golem room, which is absolutely bonkers on a build like this. We'll be making use of a ton of cantrips in this build, so the Relic of the Deadeye is great value though. For our food and utility, we'll simply be taking the best power and ferocity food you can afford. So sous vide steaks ideally, as well as superior sharpening stones. For our weapons, we actually have a ton of flexibility. If you want the most damage possible, then run Staff and Dagger on swap. However, you could run either Staff or Daggers by themselves and you'd be totally fine. Personally, I like running one or the other. It simplifies the rotation massively. On Staff, your auto attack chain will simply deal some damage and vulnerability on the last strike. The last strike also has a very satisfying sound. Weakening Charge is your highest damaging skill on Staff and what you're going to be burning all of your initiative on. You'll spin forwards, attack 3 times, and apply weakness. It's also a whirl finisher for good measure. Just be aware that you can't move while performing this.
And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so we're done with that map now. Oh, we should probably finish off, honestly, just Wayfarer Foothills. That's at 72% complete. So yeah, we have to actually need to do the hearts in this map, oddly enough. Okay. Let's continue on through. We've basically done almost everything else. That's super weird. Oh well. Pathing, turn pathing pack on. So we can honestly just bypass a chunk of this. Let's just go complete all the hearts. And Shift H, I'm just going to hide Arc DPS, don't need to see it. can also just Shiro. Cool. Take back in roost. Oh, we've and that one. Grab that. Raven statue. Wood. Death. Come on, up we get, up we get. Cool, that's done. Is it Condi video I've seen? No, it's actually just Power Vindicator. I was just running short bow. So I was running hammer before, but hammer doesn't feel good. I'll swap weapons. Nope, nothing wants to come down. There we go.
Might makes me right.
No, I wouldn't be running Condi Vindi in Quarteria map completion. Fish trap. Just go kill a ton of gruel in this area. Good starter zones, we're just going to completely ruffle stomp everything. Cool, we don't actually need to fully channel that.
Nothing can bring me down.
Done. And kill gruel, that is all finished. Okay, what do we have this one? Snow. Oh, the snow leopard one does take a little bit. What are we up for map comp now? We're at 74%.
What brings you here?
Okay, so snarl, play with cubs, repeat. Oh, cool. We can literally just do this. Okay, that one's fine, actually. Okay, place for the next heart's out this way.
This day just keeps getting
Scare it away. Okay, this is actually a pretty quick way to do this.
Stay alert!
Ooh, that's some bulk right there.
Done. They moved. Just wait. There we go. Almost there. Done. Okay, on to the next one, which is out here. I think this character is actually the first Revenant I ever made. This is the Revenant that I basically created at the start of the Heart of Thorns expansion release. Just never got around to actually like doing map comp on it.
He is not to be feared, but embraced. He takes care of his own.
Might make me right.
Done. We got this one out here. Oh, I remember this one. Rock dogs and trade ocean. Okay, so I have to go find the rabbit hole, which is over here. Talk to Trug. You have to go pick up loose ore. We're going to return this back over here. And then we give everything. There. Done everything out that way. Go do stuff over this way now. So we still have a few vistas to find. This one, where does it want us to kill Grawl for? It might be over here. Yes.
Might makes me right.
Unfortunate headphones have gone again. You know, I think I know what it is actually. You are synced up to the other computer, so let's put you on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Now that shouldn't do it.
Nothing can bring me down.
Hopefully. As I say that, it's completely done it again. Don't need that. Go to Svanya tag. Okay, apparently that does give credit. Sometimes.
Nothing can bring me down.
Cool. Heart quest done. Dunskies. Ah, this one. Rift Essence is now a currency, so it's gone to your wallet. This is game free. It has a great free-to-play trial. The game itself is a buy once, play forever kind of game with no sub fee, but the core game as it was released in 2012 is free to play. So you can get hundreds of hours of great content as a free player, but to get the best experience, you do want to buy all the expansions at some point. Oh, it saves so much bank space now having having them like that. Oh, many iceworm eggs here. I might even just stay on St. Victor here. Purely because I have Condi Cleanse. And that should probably complete everything we need. Done.
For a few more. Hurry now.
Crossroads over here. Oh, we've got many people here.
Where is that char merchant? I'm in the mood for booze.
Let's actually try and revive everyone here who they're doing. Cool, that is now mostly cleared up. Let's do some Sons of Svanir stuff here.
I expected more resistance. Something's wrong.
Oh, I should also actually be eating food. Which is more viable as a Berserker Reaper, Frosty, or Precision? They both work in tandem. You want enough precision so that you can reach critical caps or reach 100% crit chance with all of your traits. Traits, gear, fury, yada yada yada, all that stuff. And then after that, like power and ferocity. You get crit chance for 100%, low power and ferocity after. Power will just be a given. But yeah, I have a guide on Power Reaper as well, which should cover the gear for you.
Fury is mine. Might makes me right.
We've got a Vista here. Interact, done. Are they doing their thing or nah?
Nothing can bring me down.
Ultimate Reaper uses Assassin's Headpiece, accuracy sigils on weapons, 6 precision fusions, rest just Berserk gear. Yeah, that sounds about right. At the center of the dome. Oh no. I'll go up and deal with that after. Oh, I remember in the past when you could just run like full Valkyrie's gear and still crit cap on Reaper. That was good fun. It's good that this event is on. This makes it very easy to do. Done. Spam interact. Map completion is map completion a lot fast now, especially with mounts. Yes. Harry, thank you for the follow. Like the world record is like 5 to 6 hours or something. Average person, I'd probably say you're maybe looking around, I don't know, 30 hours or something. I think quite comfortably you can do about a map or two an hour. Set discovered, cool. We got Whispering Grotto up here. Yes, Sword, Dagger, and Greatsword. That sounds about right. It's been a while since I actually looked at the Optimal Reaper stuff. All that's done. Where is the other heart? Ah, we'll be down here. It's in the heart area, but this is an area we need. Where is the other heart? It's directing me out that way. Like it's that. Yes.
Need to rest.
Done. Map comp. No key. It's satisfying clicking all those away. Ooh, that is done. Oh, we've actually done quite a few of those. That's just hearts. Yeah, a lot of these actually. It's just hearts. Doesn't make me particularly happy, but it is just hearts. Yeah, oddly enough, we've explored actually quite a bit of the world, except for hearts. But the next one will probably actually be Snowden, giving us right there. So where is the start? Well, the start actually considers it up here. And yeah, no, you can just store them in the vault. Not the vault, your wallet. It's fine. No issues. Just move through here because it thinks this is the area where we should go. There we go. Should take out the start of that there.
I need a moment.
We've been doing pretty well for spirit shards in this account as well, which is very nice. Instant spirit shard, nice. We've actually got quite a few today. Oh, that's outside the range. Injured hunter, can we help up?
Keep this one quiet.
Oh cool, he's actually give us progress. I'm surprised they didn't give us credit. Oh, we're outside the range. That'd be why. That is now done. That's unallowed, which is unfortunate. That's alright, we have Shiro. Good, we're able to do that without getting in combat. Cool, mount up, onwards we go. So much quicker now using mounts. %, damn, that's annoying.
Anything for a fight.
Come here. There we go, another one done. That's good. We are blasting through these quite quickly, which is super nice. Can we mount up through there? No, let's just get that. We have everything else we need from there. There's nothing for us to do. My detour markers now.
Do you have a moment?
Just follow the path, don't question the path.
Might makes me right.
Cool, nice bit of progress. Kill this wolf.
Slaughter the enemy!
Are we coming back to that path a bit later? Oh well, we do, we don't, we don't.
I need a moment.
I have returned to fight at your side.
Nothing can bring me down.
So kill us, brood, and destroy formations.
Might makes me right.
So good, okay. Yeah, we're blitzing through this map. All done out there. Excellent. Well, now is actually a good point. So we are getting on a bit in the evening to go and tee up a raid. So I think we are going to take care of that by heading out to our friend Perfect D this evening. So let's go and tee that up. Excellent. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. It has been fantastic. And thank you to Lexi and Topher for the raids. I really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who subbed, everyone who followed, everyone who lurked. What class you're playing in this character? We are playing Power Vindicator, which I have a guide for on my YouTube channel. Right there. Beautiful. The command actually worked. Wonderful. But yes, thank you all so much for hanging out and sufferance. Thank you as well. You will take care. We're going to be back again on Wednesday on NA. We'll be doing some NA raid trainings there, so that will be a good time. And then we will continue on with some map completion as well, because we're now on 75%. So yeah, progress has been made. Should be done with it relatively soon, probably just in time for the World vs. World Rush, which will blast out on this account. So that's going to be hype. But you will take care. We're going to catch you all in a few days. Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. And cheers. If you're feeling daunted by the thought of sticking your hand up to be the healer because you don't feel up to that responsibility, then I've got the build for you.
Heal Scourge, in my opinion, is one of the top 3 healers in Guild Wars 2, and it happens to be one of the simplest to play. So let's dive in with what is one of the hardest carrying heal builds in Guild Wars 2, and also one of the simplest to play. Heal Scourge is by far the best healing build that Necromancer has access to, and it's also one of my go-to builds when I'm looking to hard carry in raids and really just ensure that bosses are getting cleared no matter what. Where a lot of healers in Guild Wars 2 are focused on providing direct healing when people take damage, Heal Scourge does it a little bit differently. Here instead you're going to focus on providing a bunch of preemptive healing with barrier, as well as the ability to revive allies from downstate insanely quickly. Like I mentioned before, it's also a build that's very simple to get up and running, and with very minimal knowledge of how the build works, you can get into raids, start healing, and know you're going to at least be doing a halfway decent job. Not only do we have incredible barrier access, we also have access to low cooldown Aegis so we completely mitigate certain attacks, as well as pretty good access to stability as well. Not as good as things like Chronomancer or Heal Firebrand, but we have a workable amount of stability. Another great thing about Heal Scourge is the fact that you can really customize this to suit whatever encounter you want. Most of the value on Heal Scourge actually comes from your Shroud skills, which really leaves your utility skills and your weapons up for grabs so you can customize them to whatever you want. Your weapons and utility skills, while important, aren't critical at all for how Heal Scourge functions. So this means that you can customize basically everything to your preference and playstyle, or slot in different skills